What is going on, guys? Trust coming at you with another B10 speed team that averages about a minute. This time we're going into the Steel Fortress. I'm sure you're already familiar with the strategy. It's very simple for this boss. You need monsters that block beneficial effects as well as remove them. Some of the best monsters for that are Eirgar, the Dark Vampire Lord, Pungbaek, the Wind Pioneer, Chiwu, the Fire Pioneer, Argen, the Wind Vampire, Zinc, the Dark Living Armor, as well as Unawakened Gina, the Dark Mystic Witch. All of those are very good options, but in my current situation, I'm deciding to go with Eirgar and Pungbaek. Eirgar's AI isn't the best, but I really like Pungbaek for this position. His skill 3 is an AoE that gets the trash waves 1 and 3 to about half health or less. This opens up Raoq to go ahead and one-shot everything, making it super easy to get to the boss, as well as reducing the time needed to get there. So the turn order for this team is super important. I have Eirgar moving first, Pungbaek moving second, Raoq moving third, Crow moving fourth, as well as last but not least Loren moving fifth. So the strategy behind this, you want your block beneficial effect monsters moving either first or second. You don't want any monsters moving before. Maybe if it were a immunity monster like Fran, but in my case, don't have any immunity, so I'm going to want to block the beneficial effects right off the bat without giving the boss defense buff, shield buff. The key is going to be applying that block beneficial effect and then go ahead and bring enough damage so that you can kill this guy before he either moves out of that block beneficial effect or just go ahead and control him like me and use Loren. In this case, we got a minute 15. 2 of my monsters died. Wasn't the best run. A little bit of RNG, but I think we can clean it up in another run. So let's go ahead and hop into another one. So I'd advise if you're using 2 or even 3 block beneficial effect monsters, go ahead and have them move first. Like I said, if you want to go a safer strategy, an immunity strategy, maybe with Fran instead of Loren, that's a really good option too. I've decided to go a more suicide bomber strategy where I bring no immunity, no heals. I know that Eirgar has some heals coming out with his vampire effect on his skill 3, but besides that, if you're rolling with this team, there's no looking back. There's no fail safe. You're either going to block this guy's beneficial effects and nuke him down, or you're going to probably lose a run or two. But that's kind of how this boss goes. There's a little bit of RNG with the accuracy resistance checks. Once you get past that, if you're running with 2 monsters, maybe even 3, that block beneficial effects, you should be running this dungeon with pretty high success. Mine is a little inconsistent because I am missing skill ups on my Pungbaek, but having 2 Inugamis with team up, this is going to help reduce the skill cooldowns of both Eirgar and Pungbaek if they team up with them, which is going to help the consistency of this team overall. Look at the time, 54 seconds, pretty fast, but keep in mind that rune quality heavily determines how fast you're going to be running this dungeon. So without further ado, let's talk about the runes. Eirgar, he's on Violent Energy, Speed, Crit Damage, and Attack. Violent is highly recommended because you want him using his skill 2 as often as possible, as well as giving attack buff, vampire effect, and look at that leader skill, very nice, 38%. Next on the list, we got Pungbaek, Shield, Focus, and Will. Speed tuned on my shield will cleave. That's where I use him outside of here, but I really wish he was skilled up because he does have the chance to not only put the beneficial effect block, but he does have that chance to remove it as well, which makes him a better option than someone that doesn't have that chance. So next on the list we have my Raoq, Violent Blade, Speed, Crit Damage, and Attack. He's there for just raw damage, teaming up. Like I said, reducing the skill cooldowns of both Eirgar, Pungbaek, so they're landing that block beneficial effect more often. Same goes with Crow. He's next on the list. We got Fatal Fight on him, Speed, Crit Damage, Attack. I really wish I had him on Attack, Crit Damage, Attack build, but with my runes on my account, kind of scattered right now. Working on cleaning it up a bit. Last but not least, we have my BJ5 Loren. She's on Double Fight Will, HP, Crit Damage, and Attack. Pretty nice runes on her, but I am still trying to tweak her for BJ5, so be a little nice as far as the stats go for that. I'm probably going to 6-star her soon. She doesn't need to be at 5-star. 6-star is probably more reliable. But substitutions, if you don't have a Pungbaek, Chiwu is obviously a really good option. I don't have him. You could use this Zinc. I recently 6-starred him, but couldn't give him enough skill ups to max out his 3rd skill. He was proving to be a little less reliable than my Pungbaek, so I'm going with my Pungbaek. He brings more damage, a little bit more reliable by removing that beneficial effect if Eirgar doesn't land it on the first turn. Another great option is, I said, the Unawakened Gina, Unawakened Dark Mystic Witch. Very good option. She only has 2 skills, which you're going to see right now. The second one being the important one to not only remove beneficial effects, but block it. It is only going to be for 1 turn, so Loren is a good option to help reduce and control the boss's attack bar, so that even though it is only 1 turn, you can keep that on the boss for pretty much the length of the match, nuke him down, and that's going to be that. If you're still struggling to get any of the monsters that I mentioned before, go ahead and head to that fusion hexagram, grab yourself a wind vampire. Don't forget about this guy. Completely free to play option to help run this dungeon. Slap him into my Pungbaek spot, and you got yourself a 100% free to play team to run this brand new dungeon, so you can get those brand new artifacts. So hopefully this guide helped you in some sort of way. Maybe you got a better team than I'm working with here. Go ahead and comment it down below. Leave a like, subscribe for more content. I'm going to be uploading hopefully more often. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.